it's so wonderful to come in from the suburbs, so to speak, here out to come to the Oscars tonight. You've, of course, been here many times before. And your latest project that you just finished? Or are you working?
Well, it's kind of a secret right now, but I guess I could tell you. My latest project is going to be the reenactment of Marilyn Monroe's life.
The reenactment of Marilyn Monroe's life, here brought to us by LNS. Can you give us your role in this production?
Well, of course, I'm Marilyn, honey.
Well, isn't that just great? Well, we got to have you come to the Oscars, and you brought some stars with you, and then we're all going to share. That's wonderful. Well, thank you. And just, but one final thing. May I ask what kind of who are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Oscar de la Renta.
Oscar de la Renta. And
that furs by Mark Austin.
Mark Austin. There we go. Well, welcome here. Have a great evening. My guest this evening. This is Joy Wagner, and we won't get too up close and personal, will we? We won't get too up close and personal. But at any rate, let me just ask Joy. You've been here to the Oscars before, I know, and coming down from Beverly Hills, where you live, near the dam, I think, or is it near the Hollywood sign?
It's near the Hollywood sign.
Hollywood sign, that's great. And what was your last movie that you can remember being in, Joy?
American Hustle.
I see, American Hustle. Well, that's a pretty snazzy little film that took place mostly in Texas, right?
Yes.
Wow. And who did you hustle? I mean, excuse me, what were you doing in the movie? Well, my goodness. Well, I think that's enough for right now. Let's just get her to her seat and begin to enjoy the evening. Thank you so much. Well, here we are, our most latest guests here to the Oscar night red carpet. This couple reminds me a little bit of Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. Rick and Geraldine have just come in from their ranch and brought some great treats for us tonight. So let me ask you, your last project that you worked on, Geraldine.
Well, it has to do with a wrench in a shovel.
That sounds...
It was a pretty shitty job.
It was a pretty shitty job. Probably has a lot of mystery to it. And how about yourself, Rick? I understand. Well, why don't you try and give us a little bit of an answer, more than just nodding yes that you agree with your wife, but please.
Yeah, that was part of it, yeah.
That's a real in-depth response. I really like that. And how about out there at the ranch? Are you bringing in the...
Trees. We lost a lot of trees to the wind and the rain. So.
You know, we here in Los Angeles don't usually lose trees. It's usually the mudslides that bring us down. How about you? I guess they don't have mudslides. Well, anyway...
Wait a minute. You got to share the story about the dogs and the horses today.
Okay, the story about the dogs and the horses while our cinematographer hangs in there. Just quickly. I don't think they want to tell that one. But anyway...
I do.
We'll come back. We'll come back
way.
after the advertising break. But welcome, Geraldine and Rick, to this evening's entertainment, and you guys are entertaining, no doubt about it. No, this is Stephanie, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Oh, thank
Marvelous.
you so much.
Your cruise dress from
my cruise dress.
just a couple years ago is just so startlingly beautiful, very formal. And how was your most recent project? I understand it was in the Caribbean.
Actually, it was, and it was just delightful. We had the best time, and I'll tell you, working with Gibson and Clooney, oh my God, they are magnificent.
Well, did George bring his Chris Craft with him to the Caribbean?
No, not this time. He decided he didn't have enough time with the picture and everything.
I see. Well, now we have Jennifer here tonight. Is this your first Oscars?
No, actually, I've
It's
been
not
to
Jennifer.
several.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. This is not
Stephanie.
Jennifer. This is Stephanie. Please start again.
It's all right. No, I've been to several.
Several.
Yes.
On the red carpet, of course.
Of course, yes.
Wow. This is your, I see. Your
and here's-
second is coming in
Here's
here.
my husband. This is my
your
husband.
husband. He's bringing the libations.
He loves
right
to
here.
He makes beer.
Ray, tell us about this that you brought tonight. What is this that you brought?
Just some beers from around town and some beer line.
I see. And this is obviously you've been to the Oscars before, so you bring the beer with you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
You don't like the drinks here at the
Oh,
hotel.
heavens, no.
Not till later, more tea time.
I see. Oh. Well, welcome these folks to this year's Oscars. Have a great night. Linda and her significant other, Bernie Bramante.
I'm just
who have,
I'm just their date tonight.
just to date
I'm
tonight.
just a date, yeah.
Yes, and you've known each other for how many years have you known each other?
44 44 years.
44 years. Through thick and thin, up and down, this couple, have done more projects than you could possibly imagine. Now, your latest project, where were you lately doing? What film were you doing lately?
What were you doing? Well, we were the actual screenplay writers for American Hustle.
It's coming out now.
Yeah, that's it. So we're hoping for an award tonight. It was a work of love. It was a labor of love. I mean, we studied it. We went to New York.
You didn't participate in the,
Well, we're based it on reality.
Oh, reality.
We
We don't want to. Now we're in public here. We're at the Oscars. I understand.
Well, it does
These are the playwrights for American Hustle.
Exactly.
But now you look a little bit like Dr. Zhivago's girlfriend, and you probably did that movie with.
Do I look like Dr. Zhivago?
No, you don't. We're talking now. We're talking to Linda.
Okay,
Okay, there you go. Well, I want you to say welcome to all of your fans out there and thank them.
Go ahead and then you
Welcome to all of you.
Yes, there you go. Okay.
Well, hello fans. We love being here. It is such a wonderful evening in a great and festive atmosphere. So we love it. We wish you all were here.
Just absolutely gorgeous. You probably just come in from Cancun or maybe Puerto Vallarta.
Actually, we just barely made it in from Tahiti.
From Tahiti.
We're happy to
now.
be here. It's wonderful to see you again, Todd.
Well, thank you so much. And Cindy, what a marvelous outfit you have on tonight. And who are we wearing around your neck?
This is an original
Rented specifically for the Oscars tonight, an original blah, 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 blah. But, so tell me your last project. Was it in Tahiti that you just completed that last project?
Actually, we're redoing Mutiny on the Bounty.
Are you using a real ship?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, my goodness.
It was recreated from scratch in Norfolk, Virginia.
In Norfolk.
Using only union labor.
Ah, that's wonderful. No high school cheer of mine. We don't drink, we don't smoke. Norfolk. That's a great one. Hello, Cindy. And your last project?
My last project was with Mr. Burt here in Tahiti. I was the leading lady.
With or without top?
That's for you to find out when you watch the movie.
I mean, in Tahiti. What can we say? That's why Marlon Brando moved there, isn't it?
Well, actually, they had to find an especially large pair of coconut shells.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll look forward to that movie, Mutiny on the Bounty, labor union produced and shown here all over America in what year?
Sometime in early 16.
2016. Well, welcome to the Oscars. Hello, welcome to tonight's Oscars. Nisa and Nisri, great foreign film aficionados. My problem is learning a foreign language. It's not their problem. Anyway, what was your last project that you just worked on? Or can you tell us what you did?
Well, I can tell you about one of them.
One of them.
The latest one we worked on was concerning empty toothpaste.
The empty toothpaste. It's probably a worldwide subject that we all need to know about.
Absolutely.
Were with these older people or younger people?
These were a little bit younger people, starting at about 70.
Any famous stars we know of that were in this production?
I think Jack.
Jack was in it. Okay, Jack, and then Henry was in it. Okay, that's great. Well, Nisra, about you look just absolutely stunning tonight. I love your beautiful lips. I'd love to kiss them, but we're on television. But tell us, where have you come from recently? Have you been overseas? Israel. Nazareth. She just near Bethlehem. That's where Jesus was born there. Anyway, welcome back, and looking forward to having a great year with you here at the Oscars. This is Todd checking out. By the looks of your outfit, I can see that you're doing very, very well. It's so nice to have you with us here tonight. It's a beautiful.
Thank you for having us.
Is that from? Who are you wearing tonight in this outfit?
I don't know. It's vintage.
It's a vintage, better than Target, that's for sure. Welcome, Rick and Tony. Come on in tonight.
Hi, thank
Just you look gorgeous, and Dan, nice to see you as well. Pleasure. And you just came in from a long journey, I imagine, to the Oscars.
Yes, it took us about an hour and a half to get here
Is it-
because, 17 stops on the way.
Is this your first Oscars that you've been to?
This is our first Oscars. We're
My
very excited.
goodness, and who are you wearing tonight? That's
I
such
am
a
wearing
darling thing.
a lovely necklace from Payless, along with my grandmother's mink.
Oh, that's
so
wonderful.
it really is a night out on the
Rock,
town.
oh, rock. May I see that rock as well? Look at this. Look at this, beautiful. This is Dan's special ring for Michelle. Well, welcome to the Oscars and have
Thank
a
you.
great
Glad to
evening.
be here.
Go right ahead. This is Dan. He is the come along with our beautiful Michelle, who just finished one of her most recent projects. Dan, coming here an hour and a half, 17 stops. What did you do during some of those stops?
Dozed off. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Dozed
great,
off.
Dan. Now, can you tell us some more about your family life?
We've got 3 Rugrats that keep us very busy. I don't know how she finds the time to do what she does.
Well, it's great. No drugs or alcohol yet. They're just too young. But anyway, Brad, keep them on the straight and narrow, and have a great evening. Thank you. This is the host and hostesses of the fabulous red carpet Oscar evening out here in Eastern California. How are you guys doing?
We are just fantastic.
Yes, fantastic.
And I want to make sure you don't confuse my name, because my name is Lala Labor. Your name.
Lala Labor renamed herself. Sounds like a little bit of Dorothy Lamour La La La.
Well, I thought I knew who I was waking up with this morning, but no, it was La 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 Boy.
Anyway,
What a surprise.
that's better than her dog Bella Bella, Arabella. But let's stick
I
on
wake
this.
up with Bella Bella.
Who are your favorite actors and actresses this evening? Actually, have one.
Leah.
Leo Yonara and you.
I'm going to have to go with Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, there we are. These are just wonderful actors and actresses. And your last gig you did, can you give us a little info on that one?
Our last gig. I don't know.
That's the one where you played the drums, remember?
Oh, yes. Well, actually, yes. It was a friend's house for Christmas, and they asked me to step in and play some
Thank you
drums.
very much. That's a wonderful idea about that last gig. And your last project?
My last project was figuring out what I would wear, and who the designer would be. I was thinking Omar of Omar.
Thank you. That's a wonderful evening we're going to have here with our host. Boom, boom, boom.
How about that time?
There we are, getting photo bombed by the host